Hi, it's Isabel. I'm back. Has it been a month and a half since I've made an Artist Way update? Yeah, it has been a month and a half. I have recorded these intros so many times, and I've been an idiot about it. I have been an idiot and been like, it's not good enough. Nobody wants to watch that. Nobody really wants to watch it right now. Let's be real. Nobody knows who I am at this current moment. This is just for me, so I need to get over myself and quit being a little baby about it. Oh my god, my hair looks crazy too. Yeah, and you know what? I slipped in my makeup last night, so I woke up feeling like a little goblin troll lady. My skin's starting to break out. Amazing. Haven't brushed my hair. I don't know why I'm telling this. Who cares? Look at this shirt though. Anyway, Artist Ways, week 6 and 7. I wrote this down. Week 6 is recovering a sense of abundance. I hated this week. Point blank. I hated this week so much. There's a lot in this book. I'll be real with you. I hate it. But I don't hate the book itself. I don't hate the exercises. I hate how they make me feel. And I hate having to be honest with myself. To a degree. That's it. That's it. I hate having to look very deeply at myself and being like, maybe these are some things that I need to change. And not like I don't want to change, but I don't want to have the negative feelings associated with it, if that makes sense. I digress. But week 6 is all about saying like, hey, you do have more than you think. You have more than you think, and not only do you have more than you think, you're probably spending what time and money or effort you have on things that are draining you and not making you happy. Okay, yeah, 100%. 100%, that is, I would say, 1,000,000% true, at least for me. And this week was all about, you have to track all of your spending down to like the penny. If you spent a quarter on a gumball, on like a gumball machine, I've literally not seen one of those in years. And I think if I did see one, by the way, I would be like stale gum. Anyway, if you did that, you're writing that down. You're writing it down, and you're gonna then you're gonna reevaluate and be like, how does this make you feel? How does like what you're spending your money on make you feel? And do you actually have more money than you think you do? And do you spend the money you have on things that don't serve you well? Don't like this week. Don't like it at all. Kind of bad at it too, because it's like it's a lot of tracking. It took me a few weeks to actually finish this week and do it properly because oh my god. And then it makes you delve in. Like, do you have money insecurities? Do you have money worries? Do you have limiting beliefs about money? You know? Do you always make decisions from a fearful mindset? Like, oh, I'm gonna lose this, so I have to do that. Do you have, was money a thing in your family that was used to control people? Blah, blah, blah. You know what? We didn't have money when I was growing up, so from an outside perspective, sure, money would agree was controlling us, but nobody was like, you have to behave a certain way to get money, because that was not even an option. That one. Easy. Easy. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. But no, kind of a boring, not great week. I think very necessary, though, too. I wasn't great at it. Like I said, it took me a few weeks to complete it. And I had a lot of beef with myself about that. A lot of beef with myself. I was like, what kind of idiot takes so long? This is how I talk to myself, by the way. Really? What kind of idiot? That's how I speak to myself. What is wrong with me? No wonder I'm like a head case all the time. Why do I feel so bad about myself? Also, my inner monologue. Hey, you stupid bitch. Why are you doing that? Yeah, I wonder why. Anyway, moving on past that. Yeah, I was getting on myself, being like, why is this taking you so long? I'm like, well, you know what? I've never done this before. Never done the artist way. Never done anything like this. I have stuck with it. Is it taking me longer to complete the book? Yeah. Get over it. Get over it. And who cares if it takes me 3 years to complete this book? Whatever, man. It took how long it took. And I can sit and beat myself up over it for not moving fast enough. Or I can be like, wow, you actually stuck with something. And even when it got hard, you came back to it. That's it. That's great. The timeline that you're following is the timeline that you will get done. Doesn't mean there's not room for improvement, but it means you also have to give yourself credit for improving when you do. I don't know. Does that make sense? Anyway, week 7, which ironically, my perfectionist mindset over week 6 kept me from reading week 7 for so long Week 7 was so good and so needed. Here, I'll read to you. Let me find. I was like, an excerpt from week 7. So I'll read you what it's about. It's recovering a sense of connection. We turn this week to the practice of right attitudes for creativity. The emphasis is on your receptive as well as active skills. The essays, exercises, and tasks aim at excavating areas of genuine and creative interest as you connect with your personal dreams. That seems kind of vague, and you're like, what does that mean? What does any of that mean? I'll let you know. All of this is about giving yourself a chance to just do and try and be something without being perfect. It's a major call out section of being like, hey, your perfectionism, it's not about wanting to do things well. It's about not wanting to be a beginner. It's about being so prideful that you won't give yourself a chance. That's what it is. It's about being so concerned with what others think of you that you're never going to get better. This is what it's all about. It is crazy. It's crazy. Like this one, okay? Here we go. The perfectionist fixes one line of a poem over and over until no lines are right. The perfectionist redraws the chin line on a portrait until the paper tears. The perfectionist writes so many versions of scene 1 that she never gets to the rest of the play. The perfectionist writes, paints, creates with one eye on her audience. Instead of enjoying the process, the perfectionist is constantly grading the results. The perfectionist has married the logic side of the brain. The critic reigns supreme in the perfectionist's creative household. A brilliant perspective prose passage is critiqued with the white glove approach. What about this comma? Is this how you spell? See, for the perfectionist, there are no first drafts, rough sketches, warm-up exercises. Every draft is to be final, perfect, set in stone. That right there. So good. And the part is the perfectionist writes, paints, creates with one eye on her audience. Oh, come on, dude. Yeah, I do that. I do that even for this silly YouTube video, even for this right here, that I kept filming the intro. It's like I'm sitting in my truck. I'm sitting in my truck, no makeup on, looking crazy, whatever, and I had to refilm this over and over and over again. Why? 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 I literally kept myself from doing this and posting this because I was so concerned with what people would think about it. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for me anymore. I'll be honest with you. This started out as a project solely for me. Like, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. I'm gonna do this video diary. It's gonna hold me accountable. And it has, to a degree. Like, it has, because I'm going back to it. But I was so concerned with what people would think about me. What people? I have like 200 subscribers. Who cares? Who gives a shit, man? Literally, who cares? Who freaking cares, man? Actually, and I realized too, when you get out of the mindset of, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta be perfect, what are people gonna think about me? They're not. They're not. They're not thinking about you. And guess what? This is gonna sound mean, it's gonna sound harsh. The people that are thinking about you, the people that are so concerned with what you do, the people that are gonna judge you, they're gonna go, oh my God, that's so embarrassing. Oh my God, can you believe he did that? Can you believe she did that? Blah, blah, blah. They're not doing shit with their lives. So why do you care if they like you or not? Why do you care if they talk bad about you? Why do you care about their opinion of you at all? At all. Why would you care about the opinion of somebody that sits and judges others for trying? For being cringy? For stepping out? I mean, really, why do you care? That's for myself too. Why do I care? Because the more you care about what those people think about you, the more you're going to turn into that person. Don't turn into that person. Okay? Don't turn into them. That's miserable. They're miserable people to be around too. They self-sabotage and they're going to sabotage you, and they're not fun or joyous. They're not fun or joyous to be around. There's no whimsy there. They're miserable, and misery loves company. So maybe you need to take some stock in yourself and be like, why do I care what people like that think about me? Because if you're not careful, you'll turn into that person. Never-ending cycle there. Pow. I don't know why I raised my eyebrows. That's for me too. Hi, it's so hot out here, dude. Okay. Midway through a project, the perfectionist decides to read it all over, outline it, see where it's going. And where is it going? Nowhere. Very fast. The perfectionist is never satisfied. The perfectionist never says, "This is pretty good. I think I'll just keep going." To the perfectionist, there is always room for improvement. The perfectionist calls this humility. In reality, it is egotism. It is pride that makes us want to write a perfect script, paint a perfect painting, perform a perfect audition monologue. Perfection is not a quest for the best, it is a pursuit of the worst in ourselves. The part that tells us that nothing we do will ever be good enough, that we should try again. No, we should not. Literally, yeah. This week also sucks, but like in a much better way. I really, really like it. It's a good call out and it puts everything into perspective so much because and when I say you, I mean me, I mean all of us. It's just the collective you. We hold ourselves back so much because it's not perfect. It's not good enough. It's not this. And it's so sickening. It's so sickening. And it's funny. I can see it on other people. It's so easy to see what other people are doing. It's like, girl, what are you doing? You're crazy. Like, if this is good enough, what are you? You're doing you're making such great progress. You're doing this. But when it comes to ourselves, we're like, well, I'm a piece of shit. I'm an idiot. I'm a loser. Nobody's going to like me. I have nothing to offer. Shut up. Oh my God. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. And I realized it's like maybe a lot of my insecurity and a lot of my worries are really just like masked pride and ego. Because if like these things about ourselves don't matter, if I have intrinsic value outside of what I produce, what I make, if I really don't care about people's opinions of me and I know that I have value, that I have worth, that the things that I create are needed and they're needed just from the base that I'm making them and I enjoy them. That's enough. That is enough to be creative. That is enough to justify your art, your whatever it is. Insert anything, right? If I enjoy it and I'm making things that bring me joy, why would I need the approval and the attention of others if it weren't for my own pride? If I'm really doing this from the standpoint of just wanting to grow, wanting to be better, wanting to explore my creative self and grow as a person, why do I need other people to recognize that? And my need for other people to recognize that is ironically holding me back and keeping me from making better art, writing better music, better whatever, fill in whatever that needs to be. It's holding you back from creating what you are actually truly meant to create and what you want to create. What ironically is going to resonate with your people. Worrying about what people want from you is keeping you from creating what people want from you. Again, logically, my brain's like, girl, yeah, duh, that makes sense. Don't worry about what people think about you. In practice, it sucks. It's so hard. And this week, too, also touches on jealousy and how I was never super... Why am I yawning so much? It has to be the heat. Oh my God. And by I'm not really a super jealous person. But there are moments too where it's like you see somebody doing what you want to do, right? Or making what you want to make, or whatever it may be, and you're like, oh, what's going on? What am I doing? And you're almost like, what have they done that I haven't done? Or you're like, well, maybe it's easier for them because look where they come from, and blah, 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 blah. And it's really easy to fall in this trap of like, well, if I had that, like, if I came from there, if I didn't have to worry about all this stuff right here, I'd do it. No. Actually, no. Actually, no. Okay? Your jealousy, and you have this in the book, your jealousy and those thoughts, like the thoughts I just described, are like, well, if my life was that easy, insert blah, 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 I'd love to do that. I've thought that before. You know the people I hate hanging around most? People that say shit like that. Get out of my face. Well, if I had nothing to worry about either, I could do that. Okay? 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 Get out of my face. I'm actually tired. I'm actually tired of you people. And I'm tired of me acting like that that person. I don't like it. Hang on, my phone's about to. Did it get darker? I don't know. Today. And she was talking about how, like, people are like, well, jealousy's normal and it's natural and it's fine. Sure, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But she's like, we're not utilizing jealousy for what it is. And it's supposed to be a roadmap to what you really desire. So if you look at somebody and you find yourself getting those thoughts, getting those feelings, that jealousy, right? And I'm not talking about you see somebody with a nice car and you're jealous, or you see somebody with like a big house. I'm not talking about that. You see somebody with lots of money and you're jealous. I mean, sure, I don't, that is not a jealousy that I can relate to or understand. I'm not trying to be like, I'm so much better than you. Like, oh my God, those material things aren't really getting me. But like, that's just not something I experience or feel on that level. Like, oh, I wish I had that. I wish I had that. Or like, oh man, like, I wish I had, yeah, I wish I had that house. I wish I had that job. I wish I had that car. I wish I had that relationship. That's not really how I'm doing. It's more of like, again, I don't know, people creating and making things. I'm like, man, I wish I was doing that. What's wrong with me? Why am I not doing that? Or it's beautiful. Why am I not making more? Well, I could do it. Like, if I didn't, again, if I didn't have things to worry about, I could be making that. I digress once again. But she was saying your jealousy is a roadmap. It is a guide for you figuring out what you really want and desire. So the things you're jealous of, instead of like turning it on somebody and being like, yeah, I am like, you have all these negative feelings about them. And she was discussing how she never had really any jealousy issues. And she never would say it's jealousy, but she's a novelist and she was a screenwriter, but she had never written, she wasn't a playwright, but she like on some level wanted to be one. And she just had never done it before. And she kept procrastinating it and putting it off. And she noticed, she was like, women playwrights, what would happen is I would almost like revel in their like bad reviews or their downfall. And I was so harsh and critical of them. I was so extremely critical if I would see their things. And she goes, I never called it jealousy. I never thought it was jealousy. But if they had, again, their downfall, I'd be like, I don't know, Red Revel, and I'd be like, huh, like serves them right. Or she'd so unfairly critical to them. And then she's like, then I realized, she's like, when I wrote my first play, all of that went away. And what was once jealousy, was once this harsh, negative, you're gonna get what's coming to you, like vibe, right? Oh, you think you're better than me, or you think you're this? She's like, when she actually just wrote her first play, she's like, it disappeared. And it was replaced with camaraderie. And she's like, my jealousy, what that was, she's like, and what sets people apart, right? When you're on this creative recovery, because that's what it's about, your jealousy and your negative feelings, you don't sit with them and you don't stew in them. And you don't go and you don't sit and focus on how this person does the things I want and blah, 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 blah. And you're not mean to them. You go, this is telling me something and I need to listen to it. And what her jealousy was telling her, girl, you need to write the damn play. And it's not going to be perfect. It don't even have to be good. It has to be done though. And when you do it once and you get it done, you've shown yourself that you can do the things that are hard, the things that matter to you. And then her jealousy went away. And she's like, okay, cool. Now I can be better. Now I can do what I actually want to do. And it's so funny. You're like, oh my gosh. More times, again, week 7 also sucked, but I kind of loved it. I loved it. Here, I'll read this to you too. Um, with that action, my jealousy vanished, replaced by a feeling of camaraderie. My jealousy had actually been a mask for my fear of doing something I really wanted to do, but was not yet brave enough to take the action toward. Jealousy is a mask for fear. Fear that we aren't able to get what we want, frustration that somebody else seems to be getting what is rightfully ours, even if we are too frightened to reach out for it. At its root, jealousy is a stingy emotion. It doesn't allow for the abundance and multiplicity of the universe. Jealousy tells us there is room for only one poet, one painter, one whatever you dream of being. The truth revealed by action in the direction of our dreams is that there is room for all of us, but jealousy produces tunnel vision. It narrows our ability to see things in perspective. It strips us of our ability to see other options. The biggest lie that jealousy tells us is that we have no choice but to be jealous. Perversely, jealousy strips us of our will to act when action holds the key to freedom. That's all. That's all. Literally. Literally. And it's so, oh my God, it almost like makes my screen crawl because you're like, oh, what's wrong with me? Blah. Oh, I can't, guys. I can't. It's so good. Yeah, that's all. It's great. I've learned to, oh my gosh. And even though it's taking me, like, I'm halfway through the book, right? I'm just over halfway through. It's taken me like 4 months to, wait. It's taken me like 5 months. It's a 3-month book. Get over it, Izzy. You're fine. It's fine. It is what it is. But it's so funny. It's like the little shifts and changes in my life already. Guys. It's so much. I can't even begin to describe to you. I can't even begin to, like, describe how much better things are for me, how much even just from, like, a nervous system functioning through the world, right? Because people are so funny. They're like, "Oh, if you're gonna, like, journal, you're gonna manifest, you're gonna do this, your life's gonna get better." But the thing is, I'll tell you something first. When you do those things, you know what gets better first? You, your nervous system, how you're interpreting the world, how you move through the world, how you take care of yourself. That changes first. The internal changes, things like that, are gonna change before you notice any external change. Real talk. I'm just now starting to notice the external changes. I don't know. It's great. This is gonna be faster than my last video, and I still talked a lot. It is so hot. I'm sweating. It's so bad, guys. I feel like I'm in a sauna. I don't have my air on either because, like, it makes lots of noise. I'm like, I don't want to talk over that. It'd be really annoying. But yeah, next week will be week 8. Don't know why I did that. I guess like and subscribe and stuff. I don't know. I'm tired. Okay, bye.